Hi everyone, it's Carrie. It is Model Home Monday. We are going to check out this model home by Dream Finders here in the Orlando, Florida area. This model is the Anna Maria with bonus. It also has an extra bedroom. So your base price on this house is $645,990. Base square footage is 2688. This house is shown is going to be way over 3,000 square feet. So it can be built as a one-story home without the bonus upstairs. So when you come in right off the foyer, there's 2 bedrooms and a bathroom right in between. So we're going to check these out. We're going to look at all the design options. I love the black and white in this house, of course. Also love this astronaut bedroom in here. We're always on the lookout for how we can find inspiration from model homes and how we can find similar items over at Home Goods or the various stores that we check out. That bed is about a full-size bed in there, so the bedrooms are not huge on the first floor, but you'll at least see that you can have a full-size bed in there if you need. 2 nightstands. Love the little rocket ship over there. I love the I need more space. That's so cool. In the main areas of the house, they have the luxury vinyl plank flooring. In here, they've got the subway tile all the way up to the ceiling. I love that detail. I do have to say one thing I thought was pretty funny. The toilet paper roll was clear across on the wall opposite of the toilet. It's interesting because in Texas, they'll mount that right to the cabinet. In Florida, I'm finding that it's across. If you've got a little kid, I'm just going to kind of note something, or if you're a shorter person, you are not going to be able to reach the toilet paper roll across to the wall, depending on how big that bathroom is. So just something to kind of think about here in Florida that I noticed. And it's not just this builder. It's almost every builder that I've been in. I do love these black and white lamps in here. We've got a little bit more of the black and white theme is going to continue through the whole house. This one has a little bit more of a surf vibe to it, and I love it. I love the black accent wall and then the 2 surfboards over there. Definitely love the fabric above the window. And they hung it high enough so you're going to get the illusion that your window is much taller than it is. So you're going to get the fabric, but you're not going to block the window, which I think is incredible. Again, full-size bed in that room, so they're decent size. They're not huge. The door right there to the left, that actually goes to the garage, which is their sales office right now. The black accent wall. I love the black accent walls with the lighter woods. I think that's super cool. I also love the tone of the stain on this floor. So this is going to go up to the bonus, which we're going to check out later. But if you didn't build this house, that staircase, obviously, if you didn't build it with the bonus, that staircase would not be there, and it would still be a 4-bedroom house on the first floor. So we've got another bedroom in here. They're using this one as an office. Again, they put that fabric all the way up to the top, so it kind of elevates the height of the room. Got a little equestrian feel in this one. And instead of going with the pure white, it's more of like a creamy color with the black, which I think is really pretty. There we go. And we've got the dining room. The floor plan will make sense in a minute. I was just working around some people that were in here taking a look at the house. So the dining room is interesting. There's no windows in this dining room. It kind of just knocks out right there into the house. But by adding mirrors, you're going to kind of give that illusion of the windows. It was a good size dining area, so you could put a big round table in there, rectangle, square. This is the main family room downstairs. So they've got those big sliders all the way up along that whole back wall, brings in all that light. And the family room in here, this was a pretty good size family room. That is definitely a large enough room that if you wanted to put a sectional or if you wanted to do 2 full-size sofas, however you want to do that, and you could do the TV on either wall. I do kind of like this coffee table. I love that combination of the marble and the wood. It's a very kind of like open concept. So here's where I'll pan back. So the front door, the 2 bedrooms are up there, dining room to the right, the kitchen is over here. So one of the options that this kitchen has, it's the Gourmet kitchen. So it's that built-in oven with the built-in microwave, but you do lose 30 inches of countertop space. So definitely something to think about if you're designing a kitchen, and think about how much counter space you need for your appliances and things like that. I thought those light fixtures were pretty cool. The island is gorgeous. I love the choice of the countertop, has that veining in it. These are quartz. Glass cabinets, of course, those were not lighted either, but there were undermount lights underneath the cabinet right there, which I appreciate. That's something that definitely is something that if you're building a house, put that in. The other thing is, see how you can see the plugs along the backsplash? There's some builders, like Toll Brothers, for example, and possibly Dreamfinders. You just have to ask. They will let you move the power switches underneath the cabinet. They'll actually put like a whole kind of power strip under there, and then you keep those plugs off the backsplash. I'm a huge fan of all these drawers. I would prefer in a kitchen to have drawers all across the whole entire bottom. What do you think of the black backsplash? I love the black. I don't know if I like the 4x4 size. And that is the Kohler sink. We had that sink at our last house. Takes a little bit of TLC to take care of that sink. So if you've got a busy family, you'll want to think about the products too, of like, what kind of sink and can my busy family handle that? We had to put grates in the bottom of ours to protect it from things being dropped or set or scratched. Master bedroom is tucked away back over here. There is a laundry room also on the first floor. That door right there is what we call the air exchanger closet. That's where the HVAC unit is. You'll change your air filters, things like that. It was a good sized laundry room. I love the storage cabinets in there. I'm going to take you back in there in 1 second because I noticed the countertop in there was very pretty. So this countertop has kind of a deeper, wider veining in that finish. I love that. That sink felt very small. It felt like a bar sink instead of a utility sink. Master bedroom's pretty good size. That is shown with a king size bed. And I'm going to spin around because there's a closet over here to the right side. So this one has 2 walk-in closets. One is in the bedroom, one is in the bathroom. And this one's pretty generous size. If you customize that in any way, you could really maximize all of that space. That's the only wall you could really put a dresser on in this room. Possibly this one over here where the artwork is. If you move the bed the other way, you could put the bed in between the windows. Just depends how you want to lay the room out. But this way allows you to have the bed, the chairs. And the master bathroom here, one of the options they will let you do is see that lower vanity in between. You can also have that be a cabinet in there with all drawers for storage and bring that up to the height of the other 2 countertops. but at least in this setup, you've got a little bit of a split between the his and her vanity. Very large walk-in shower there. Another option they have for this house, you can put a standalone bathtub in here, and I'll kind of point out where they would put that. Thought the tile was really pretty. I do love that accent tile that goes around. One thing I love is having the on-off handles right here. That way you're not having to jump into the shower and play the, oh my gosh, it's cold game. So here's the other walk-in closet. If you want to do a standalone tub, it would be in this area here where this first door is, and you'd lose a little bit of your master closet, and you would lose this linen closet. So again, just options as you think through what you want in your house. This is the water closet, so the toilet is hidden back there. Got a towel rack back there. Seemed kind of far from the shower. Might be something to kind of just rethink a little bit. Overall, I love the layout of this house. It's just like the little details as I go through, and I think just kind of the structural side of building a house, where light switches are, how the doors swing. Overall, you know, can you move just a little bit of something in one way or the other to make the flow work and, you know, work for your day easier. All right, we're going to go upstairs, and there is a ton of square footage up here. This is all LVP, so this is not solid wood floors. This might be the engineered. Okay, so this house has the bonus, plus there's a whole bedroom behind us, but this room is gigantic. So great place to watch movies, great place to hang out, great place for kids. If you work from home and you need a great big office space like my husband and I do, something like this would be super awesome. I love the colors in here. The paneling on the wall, I love how they did that also. A little pop of green over here. I loved the area rugs that they had up here. I also love the idea of framing in some car pictures. We're very big into cars, and we've had some fun cars, and I've often thought about taking pictures of our cars and framing them and using them in the house. I think I'm kind of really leaning towards, I like that idea. This sectional up here is giant. Plus you've got the little seating bar over there, plus those two big kind of chair and a half. There's a lot of square footage up here. I love the mix of the woods with the black and the cream. It makes it, it just kind of softens it a little bit and doesn't make it as harsh as black and white can be. We can totally find a piece of artwork like this and replicate that look. So in the shower, and I'll show you there in a minute, that black and white tile, that little kind of like mini subway, in a house that I had designed, I had that on the shower floor, and then a really large format creamy tile, 12 by 24 up the walls, but that was the same exact tile that I did on the shower floor. So it's kind of cool when I see pieces like that. And this bedroom up here is huge. This could honestly be, if you need a 2-master setup, you could absolutely do this house as a 2-master setup or a next gen type setup. There's plenty of space in this house. This room also has a walk-in closet tucked away back here. But this room, that was a queen size bed up here. You could have a king size bed. You could have, this setup up here is almost way more space than the master bedroom downstairs. Maybe mom and dad need to like commandeer the upstairs of the house in some way, right? And then turn the downstairs one into the guest room. I don't know. That one had a nicer bathroom though. But it's such a big space. let me know in the comments. Let me know what you thought of this house. You can also get to the bathroom in through here. That did feel like a lot of unnecessary doors. I mean, you could just walk right around the corner and there was the other door, but it does technically make it ensuite. And with that, everyone, that is our quick model home Monday. I wanted to get back in the habit of bringing the model homes back into our routine on Mondays. Hopefully I will have some ones from Utah for you also soon. We're kind of back and forth a little bit, so wanted to bring you a Florida one here. But let me know what you think of this Dream Finders home. Thank you so much for watching, everyone. I appreciate all of you. Take care. I'll see you in the next video and be safe.